Hello once again YouTube, and welcome to another video by yours truly, Robert Lewis of the Knights of Awesomeness. And today we'll be reviewing a Friday the 13th film. Yeah, I know, but this time the difference is it's in 3D, so it will pop out onto your eyes. And it won't be relentless. It will be relentless, that's what I meant. So yeah, this movie is famous for introducing Jason Voorhees' infamous hockey mask. I know, right? And oh, he's gone. And it's like, so basically a summary of it. This girl here, Chris Rogan's played by whatever. Yeah, that's a place to scare you. I knew that was coming. Goes back to Camp Crystal Lake after all these years. And she's like, "Nuh-uh, I think it was too soon, girlfriend, to go back to the camp." And she's tormented by Jason Voorhees. And this is the first Friday film to feature Jason with his hockey mask. This is truly a real sequel to I feel like this is truly the one that most people will remember, because it's the one that introduced the classic style Friday the 13th. And did you know it was meant to be the final Friday film? And there he is, Richard Brooker as Jason Voorhees. And look, he looks like a paedophile right at this moment. That looks like a paedophile. Yep, there's no getting away from it. And he doesn't use his machete that much in the movie, actually. Maybe he did. Can't remember. And look, it's Candyman. This dude survived, and this dude is a harrowing example of that. Not all black people die in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, of horror movies. And do you know where he got the infamous axe scar? Got it from that axe right there. I have to say, this looks like the most coolest scene in the whole entire movie. Yeah, and the cast isn't that unique. And the person that Jason got his hockey mask from is that dude right there. He's the man that owns Jason's hockey mask. And it's, you know, your traditional Friday the 13th movie. 40 teenagers have sex and smoke weed, and, you know, they would encounter a biker gang. I know, right? Gotta be kidding me. Also, she has a little bit of a backstory with Jason, because Jason supposedly raped her. Considering the comment that I said that he looks like a paedophile, I think that is applied to Friday the 13th. Oh, sorry. No, totally not staring at titties. Yeah. It's like, ooh. She's looking for stuff. So. You think you think this dude that's walking behind them is Jason, when in actual fact he isn't. It'll turn out that he's actually one of the biker gang. I know, right? You're like, Yeah, these dudes, they tried to set the whole place on fire. They didn't know that. Oh wait! They tried to get some of the gasoline out of the weird mystery machine. Like, I think most people say there's a striking resemblance between this and Scooby-Doo. I can see why. Yeah, like a group of teenagers are being haunted by a masked crazy old man who's in his middle ages, and it's always the man you see at the beginning. There's also a scene with this guy called Harold and his wife. We don't know his wife's name. So yeah, this girl here, she's part of the biker gang with the other dudes. And she's a little bit more playful than the others, of course. Not sexually active, I mean just playful. She likes to mess around, and she's like, yeah. She is more of a child than the others. She messes around a lot. And look, Jason's in the back. And honestly, Jason, I got a little bit scared when he's on, sometimes when he's on screen. It's not all the time that you actually get legitimately scared by a slasher movie, because this is supposed to be like one of those slasher movies that are supposed to be like shut up and eat your popcorn type of slasher movie. Don't worry about the plot, only worry about impressive kills. And the 3D in this movie is not as bad as many people make it out to be. I actually quite like the 3D aspect, even though there's not any 3D on this one. And by the way, this version of this movie is not in 3D. So yeah, you can judge that. It can be a little bit annoying, it can. Sometimes. But not most of the time. Sometimes the 3D is justified. Like, sometimes they can't really like, sometimes there's a shot that's ripe for 3D, but yet they don't do it in 3D. I know, right? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. And also and this is pretty timeless when you think about it. It's not like there's not much that's traditional to the era. We always have biker scouts and stuff like that. And this scene made me get the chills. Even though this is meant to be a popcorn flick, yeah, there's some scary scenes, I know, right? Surprise, it's a Jason flick. Now, there's no mention of Pamela Voorhees, and no mention of the name, the word Jason, except for the beginning where they did the... Now, spoiler time! It's now time for the spoilers. So, at the end of the movie, Jason gets his infamous axe scar, and Chris Higgins goes onto one of those boats, canoes, yeah, and she lays around, and then she sees that Jason is still alive, and then he bursts out the doorway, and he's like gonna go and try and kill her, and until like she turns away and he's gone. Weird, right? Yeah, and then she's jump scared by the decaying corpse of Pamela Voorhees, and it's more obvious that it is a dream, because we see a weird dream thing. If this is the first movie you've seen and you saw Nightmare on Elm Street before Friday the 13th, you might think, well, does that mean Jason's Freddy Krueger? I know, right? It weirded me out the first time I saw it, so yeah. And overall, I would give Friday the 13th Part Friday a dead biker scout out of a Jonah Hill body double. Okay, this is not going to end well for this man. I'll see you next time in my Empire Strikes Back review. See ya later. Bye.